If you've been following along with these examples by typing them out instead of copying and pasting, chances are you've run into some errors. So in this video, what we're going to do is talk through some of the most common errors and give you a sense of how you can identify where the problem is, depending on the kind of error. So let's go ahead and jump back to the resource pack and open up the 6th step, which is called Common Syntax Errors. What we're going to do is copy this code and paste it in our test.php file and save it. Now this is a file that we should have created in one of the introductory videos. So you can see that we have several examples here, and then at the end we're printing hello some string, just like we did in a previous example. Now if we jump to the browser after saving this and refresh, we'll get an error here that says notice undefined variable some string. This is an error that we ran into before, and it occurs when we are trying to use a variable that hasn't yet been defined, that we haven't assigned any value to. Now this is an example of a non-fatal error, because you see that the rest of the script still runs and we see hello and then the exclamation mark. Many of the errors that we'll run into in this video are fatal, which means that they stop the script from running altogether. Let's go ahead and look at one example. I'm going to jump back to the editor, and what we're going to do is uncomment out this first example that says SumString equals world. Notice that in my editor, we're already getting this squiggly red line, which means that something is wrong. And you can see as we hover over that there's some text in the yellow box that says parse error, syntax error. This is really great, which means we can quickly troubleshoot our problems without having to go back to the browser every time. But let's go ahead and see what happens in the browser. Let's save this file and jump back to the browser and refresh. Okay, it says parse error, syntax error, unexpected t print. Now a lot of these errors are going to be pretty cryptic. Even though I've been using PHP for a pretty long time, I still don't know exactly what these errors mean. But they are consistent, so it's a way that you can identify what type of problem you're having in the code. So if we jump back to the code, the problem here is that we're assigning a value to some string, but we're missing that semicolon at the end that marks the end of a statement. So if we wanted to fix this, we'd simply add the semicolon, save it, and then if we refresh, it says hello world. Okay, let's look at the next example. I'm going to jump back to the editor, and let's go ahead and uncomment out this next example. Now hopefully this line looks a little strange to you already, but this is still a common problem, especially when you're working with a lot of code. We're missing that first $sign that marks this as a variable, and so it looks like we're assigning this value world to something, but PHP doesn't quite know what it is. So if we save this, and we jump back to the browser and refresh, we'll get this error, parse error, syntax error expected, equal sign, and then it tells us where to look. Now this last part in the error message is pretty important. It tells you where to look in the code to find the problem. So if we jump back to our editor and we looked at line 9 here, we'd see that this is exactly where the problem would be. Now if we wanted to fix this, we'd simply add a $sign right here, save it, and then if we jump back to the browser and refresh, we're good to go. Okay, let's look at the next example. I'm going to jump back to the editor and uncomment out this third example and save it. This one might not be so obvious. We're saying SumString equals world. But what's wrong with this world? Well, we don't have any quotes around it. And so PHP doesn't know if it's supposed to interpret it as a string or not. So if we save this and we jump back to the browser and refresh, we'll see that we get a notice error that says use of undefined constant world, assumed world. So PHP is making a good guess saying that the text actually means world, and we're assigning that to the variable. So when it continues on with the script, it says hello world, just like it should, but we get this error, which isn't so pretty. If we wanted to fix this, let's go ahead and go to the editor, and we'll add quotes around world. If we save it and jump back to the browser and refresh, our script runs properly. Okay, one more example here. Let's go ahead and uncomment out the fourth example here. In this example, we have two strings that we want to concatenate and assign to a variable. That is, we want to pull the two strings together, but we've forgotten a period here between the two strings that makes the concatenation happen. If we save this and jump back to the browser and refresh, you see we get a parse error, syntax error, unexpected t constant encapsed string. Let's go ahead and jump back to the editor and fix it. We simply need to add a period here between the two strings, save it, and then when we jump back to the browser and refresh, we're good to go. I'm going to jump back to the editor. Now these examples are pretty straightforward, but when we start getting into more complex code, it's going to be harder to track down exactly what's going on, and sometimes where the problem is. So this file is a good resource for matching up the problem that you're having with the error message that you see in the browser. So you see here beneath every example, we have the basic text that shows when this error occurs. If you want to challenge yourself, go ahead and copy the code from the step file that we use, that's number 6, common syntax errors, paste it into this, remove all of the comments, scramble up the lines a little bit so you don't know which one is first, and then try to fix all of the errors based on the error messages that you see, or just by looking at the syntax of the code.